my god. Put that over here. There we go. Cut that out of the way. Get that there. Okay. Your dog, what's up? You're the first one today. Congratulations. Colton Murphy, hello, hello. Alright, hopefully, there you go. It doesn't do anything. Thank God. Mr. Hefty, what's up? The Arcade Warrior, hello. Manny Williams, what's up? Nate, did you see the family meme put in Discord? Negative, I did not. Alright, well, the stream today is basically, me discussing as to what's going on tomorrow due to the fact that I cannot, stream on a larger scale. I'm going to be streaming myself storm chasing this event. And you guys might be wondering, why is Nathan, live streaming this event? Why is he live streaming him chasing? Well, here's the thing, Nate, I typically do this and whenever stuff gets bad over here, or at least I think it could get bad. I haven't taken a look at the models as of late because, if you guys haven't noticed, I look pretty nice today. That's mainly because I graduated. So, yeah, no glasses. Contacts for once. Yeah. SPC Detroit Pontiac, what's up? What will Union, South Carolina get Friday? I heard it's going to be bad. No, it's probably not going to be bad. It's probably not going to be bad. It's just, my area is probably going to get it bad. Stuff like that. I haven't taken a look at the latest NAM, but what we're going to do here is we're going to forecast what all is going to be happening. Hillbilly Reefer, what's up? Welcome to the stream. So yeah, we're going to forecast what all is going to be happening tomorrow. It's going to be pretty interesting. Because I can't do that, I can't go on a larger scale in and around over there, so. Let's see, let's get this. What? He caught a Fion. Oh, now I'm upset. Did I break my glasses? No, I wore contacts today. I wore contacts. They look so different without glasses yet. Am I streaming tomorrow? I sure am. It's the man behind the slaughter. Oh my goodness. Alright, well let's talk about what's happening tomorrow. This is the 12Z. I need the 18Z. Free TikTok 99, what's up? Let's see. So this is saying that cells still form out. Could be a linear segment in and around these areas. But not a lot of shear. What about out in here? Northeastern parts of... I don't know. It could be interesting. Let's take a look at what the NAM3K says. The NAM3K... Okay, so this is going to turn into discrete cells and then possibly turn into a Boeing segment. So it could be tornadic in the beginning. Could be. Huh. This is really interesting, chat. And the reason being is because, across the board, there is still, plenty of stuff to go around. These are 60s. There's a warm pocket. Oh, well, that's because it's contaminated. Let's take a look at what happens if it was not contaminated. How's graduation? Graduation was nice, actually. It was really nice. Really interesting. You think you guys, interesting. Let's take a look at the dew points. You look interesting, no offense, seems legit. One time I actually looked nice for you know, something, and then boom, people are like, oh, it's changed. He's changed. Oh boy. Tomorrow doesn't look too good. Tomorrow's looking fine, to be completely honest. Probably a 5% chance for naders. Let's see, dews are pretty nice across the board. I never use the significant tornado parameter, but let's use it. Jody Faulkner, what's up? Let's be nice, Colton. Let's be nice. Yo, 2.2 significant tornado parameter? My goodness. That's having a whale of a time, I will say. That is pretty elevated, though. Who knows? It actually is not that bad when it comes to a sounding. That's honestly not the worst thing in the world. And that's a really nice photograph. I still think that something probably could happen tomorrow. It honestly depends still. Significant tornado 1.6. Yeah, something could still happen. Cape goes up to 4,000 joules per kilogram. My goodness. This is saying that there is decent capping. Eastbound wind is bleh. Interesting. Well, there is some straight line winds in and around that area, so I'm not surprised. I mean, across the board, there's just really nice. Yeah, crossovers is really nice. I mean, there's just not a lot. I mean, there is a lot, but it's just bleh. Doesn't have glasses. What world is this? Seems legit. This is me graduating in the world. What is this? Significant tornado parameter up in New York. PDS tornado? What is this? My goodness. What in the heck are you doing, Nam? Nam. Oh, you live in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. Interesting. Yeah, I think the Nam just wants to go mental. That's a PDS tornado. My goodness. That's another PDS sounding, but the photograph is terrible. I question as to... Yeah, I don't know. What if we do out in front of the line? There could be something around there. Okay, tornado. I'm more inclined to believe that tornado is really interesting. How are the dews so high up there? Use HRRR. Did they come out with a new sounding? Well, a new thing for 18Z. What is the 18Z saying for me? Load, please. It's supposed to be 92 on June 4th for Georgia. Sounds about right. Jeez, it's gonna be pretty bad up in New Hampshire and New York. What is this? HRRR says that something might happen. That's pretty elevated. What about these storms up here? They're saying that Vermont might actually be doing something. I don't know. Why is everyone... Why are they... No, because helicity is higher. That's the reason why. Oh wait, that's third morning. Well, duh. If it can get some helicity out and around. Ooh. Helicity values spike. I think that's mainly because of the that might be because of the mountains and around that area. So I don't know. There might be something around there. Hodos just don't look good. The Hodo doesn't look good compared to down south. Gonna be completely honest. That's 18Z. There we go. Alright, what about this? 685. I'm pretty sure that has to be contaminated. Hodos just don't look good up there. I don't see what Brendan was saying about. I don't see it. I don't think that Brendan will get any dice. I mean, he'll get some a little bit. But, it's just doing its own thing. Helicity values spike. I mean, there's stuff across the board that forms. And that's going to be pretty interesting to watch. By the way, if you guys couldn't tell, this is me reacting to these models. I just got home from my graduation, as I have mentioned, and so I'm basically trying to forecast this event. Basically. Trying to see what all I can get from all of this. Go to the Storm Prediction Center. The Storm Prediction Center actually says slight across the board. What I'm looking at specifically, I've got a couple areas that I want to look at. You have graduation on June 16th. Seems legit. Yeah, I'm looking at the southern half of the 15%. Crazy Weather Central TV and many more McLaughlin. Or McLaughlin. What's up? Yeah, I'm looking at the southern part of this 15%. Which is basically the central to south central PA down into the mid-Atlantic. This right here is the area that I'm going to chase no matter what. Today was the first anniversary of the Lawrence Linwood tornado. Ooh, interesting. Used to live in upstate New York when I was a kid. Interesting. Go to the HRRR. This is the HRRR. HRRR is having a whale of a time, gotta say. I mean, there's a bunch of cells. There's literally two lines that form, and they merge into one. What's going to be interesting is how this all forms. If the models stay consistent as to this forming, then I'll probably be able to chase this. I'll be able to chase this line and this line. See both. Be able to decide if I want to. Which ones I want. But it's just scattered storms across the board. You're in the risk of severe thunderstorms tomorrow. Same. I'm going to be chasing it. If you want to watch the live stream, you can. Because I'm going to be live streaming it. Yeah, I mean, they get stuff. There's going to be a tornado risk across the board. I just don't think it's going to be as bad up here. I think it's going to be southern, maybe northeastern Pennsylvania. Nah, kind of. It'll just be like this area right here that I'm going to be watching at the most. This area is bleh, in my honest opinion. It could be decent. Granted, it has the mountains to force it, but it has no... From the direction of where the storms are moving, they're literally... The mountains go this way, and then they go that way, okay? So this will literally be moving almost directly into the mountains. Almost parallel. And that'll kind of like shred those, like split. Which will be really interesting. What does the NSSL say? Could North Delaware get any tornadoes? They could possibly get something, but I don't think they're going to get anything big. So this says it's a linear segment. Ooh, and then cells form afterwards. So theoretically, I could do all of it. I could continue to possibly chase this, maybe tank it, try and chase for the storms afterwards. Try and tank those as well. 19Z, that's 3 o'clock. What you know, the National Hurricane Center forecast. Yeah, National Hurricane Center actually has some sort of a... Here, give me a second. Boom. Look at Ohio. Well, Ohio isn't really going to get a lot. Ohio gets stuff. Look at the wind. All right, I'll take a look at the wind shear. This model doesn't have wind shear. Oh, the HRRR is running. It's still running, I should say. This is going to be interesting to see here, the 0Z. Where's the ARW? What does this say? So this says storms form out in front at 18Z. That's 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock something forms, and then more cells form. That's going to be interesting. What about the NMMB? What does the NNMB say? You know, if this would load, I'd be able to tell you all what it says, but unfortunately, it does not want me to show you. I'll take a look at the wind shear in a bit. The wind shear is good enough. 50 knots. 50 knots at 500 millibars, which is well above what you need. Especially for this area. Ah, of course. Where's the low located? The low is actually located up here, and then there's another one back here that kind of just pushes off. What happens here is that here is Bertha, all right? Bertha is right here, and then it goes up here. All right, you'll see what I mean. So it just decides to say, hi, how are you? And it merges with another low that just so happens to be up here. So there's one low right here, one low right here. There's another one that's down here somewhere. It's another low. So there's 3 lows that kind of just do its own thing. Congratulations, Nate. Thanks, Bailey. I appreciate it. Also the vorticity. The vorticity, well, there is enough vorticity there. Shear is ample enough. No cap. Yeah, it's going to be really interesting to watch. Okay, so this agrees on some sort of storms forming here. Every single model says that something forms here. The question that I have is whether or not what does the HRRR say? This is the latest 0Z run. What does it say? Can I get... Oh, I can get soundings now. Finally. Why does this thing die? Okay, so shear at lower levels isn't strong enough. This is 20Z. Oh! Okay! This is, starting to get interesting. Starting to get interesting. Why does this say none? Oh, there's not a lot of... What happened to the surface-based cape in and around here? Tomorrow's definitely looking interesting. Just look at the models myself. Yeah, I'm looking at it non-stop. What is this? Okay, yeah, so there's still an area that I'm going to be watching. What does a significant tornado parameter say on all this? As I said, my hand's fine. My hand's going to be fine for quite some time. It will probably stay fine for quite some time. Let's see, so there's a one right here. There's decent stuff up to the north, but it's just, eh. I mean, honestly, it's not that bad. What is really interesting me is this. As to why, how, what sort of warm pool is this backing off of? What's up, Ryan Rapp? I'm forecasting my chase tomorrow. It's kind of a live storm chase that we're going to be like discussing. Stuff like that across the board. What is this in Pennsylvania? Okay, that's a lot skinnier, I'm not going to lie. But really interesting. What the heck is that? What just happened? That photograph. I mean, I've already decided that this area here in Texas, not Texas, in Pennsylvania is where I'm going to chase. Anywhere here and around. Something like that. This will be 23Z, so that'll be like right around 7. What is this? This is a tornado sounding. It's a marginal tornado sounding. Oh, contamination. I don't know. The HRRR is a major buzzkill for this entire event. It really is. It just wants me to, like, you know, basically weep. It does not like me. I will have to say that. Do you have a hotspot for tomorrow? Yeah, I've got 2, but this is my main one. This is not based off of bias. This is actually a hotspot. That would have to be my hotspot right there. Okay, I'm good. You think that Indiana-Kentucky border is going to get anything tomorrow? They could, but it won't be anything large. It'll be like scattered thunderstorms, stuff like that. Keezy Ryan, what's up? Look at York, PA, please. Yeah, York, PA is right. Let's see. I believe it's right here. They're going to be in the path of all of this. They're in my hotspot. I'll probably be chasing in all of that area. They'll definitely get some thunderstorms tomorrow. Definitely get some thunderstorms. It's going to be really interesting. I don't know. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun in my honest opinion. Actually, let's go to forecast models. One thing I do want to go over real quick. I did want to see. Hello, Texas for the past few days have been potent for South Central Texas. Yeah, it's been pretty interesting. This, as for those of you who are new or haven't been to my past couple of streams, I've been saying that sometime around June 6th, there's going to be possibly something tropical. That's actually a tropical system. I've got 80% confidence in this. Alright? So, I've just been watching the GFS as to what all is happening. Do you have Z-Pass if you ride Pennsylvania Turnpike or New Jersey? I'm probably not going to use the Pennsylvania Turnpike. It's chaotic in itself. I'll be using, like, routes and stuff like that. Maybe the routes from, like, Harrisburg to Lancaster. Something like that. Pretty interesting. NAM3K has been trending towards more Cape. Check that all types of contamination upstate New York. PDS tornado soundings are fun. Upstate New York, I don't think upstate New York's going to get as bad as South Central PA. Mainly because photographs are not good. Photographs are not good whatsoever. And I feel like they're only doing PDS settings because the crossovers are decent. Like, the crossovers are good if you just only take 2 specific spots. If you actually look at the photograph, not good whatsoever. I think it's going to be a straight line wind event over there. I think it's going to be a lot worse down south. So as I've mentioned before, I said this entire event, when it comes to what happens in the Atlantic, is based on what happens with this this system right here. I've mentioned this before. If you guys haven't seen others' YouTube videos, they've kind of like told you that something forms and then it goes this way. Cough, cough, direct weather. Cough, cough, David Schlotthauer. I'm going to tell you right now, none of them actually know what's going on, and they're just using one model run. All right? They're literally just using one of these model runs and basing their forecast off of that. I'm here to tell you right now that it's straight up blasphemy, and you should probably use more evidence to support your theories. All right? Now, let's get to the base of it as to what all probably could happen. All right? There's 3 possibilities. 3 of them. Okay? But as I've mentioned, it all depends upon this tropical system and what happens. So, hypothetical situation number 1. This system, by the way, is guaranteed to move into to Central America. It's guaranteed to move in there, okay? So, hypothetical situation number 1. It moves further and sits right here around Belize and, you know, Mexico and stuff like that, and Cozumel, all right? Sits right around there. Forms a broad low where it just kind of sits there for forever. And then something forms right here, pushes off, and because the low, this one's going to continue to try and gain moisture across the board. You're going to have moisture coming in from here, moisture coming in from here. This low will get sucked into the larger low, and then the larger low, because this low is being forced into this low, will kind of just do the tango, merge into one giant low, and then move off into the Gulf. Now, where in the Gulf is uncertain. Alright? It could go anywhere in and around here. But it will move in the general vicinity of the Gulf. Okay? Hypothetical situation number 2. The low kind of just sits right here in the middle of both. It's like right over Belize, but it's more to like the west, the south and west and stuff like that. It just sits right here. What will happen is that it will still get all of its moisture and stuff like that, form right within here, but the forcing won't be as great from the Atlantic, and the moisture will kind of sit right here. Now, if we take a look at the wind shear, which I'll show you in a bit, there's a lot of wind shear right here, none right where I circled, okay? So what will happen afterwards is that this storm, if does not merge, will go back out to sea and right out the coast, and this storm right here will have free roam as to wherever it needs, okay? What will most likely happen is there will be some sort of forcing where the wind shear literally curves up, and it will probably move across Cuba and either up the coast or out to sea. Alright? So that's hypothetical situation number 2. Hypothetical situation number 3. This system literally sits right here on the side, on the coast, you know, I can't remember what that country is called, but just sits right here in Central America on the coast of the Pacific, alright? There is no moisture being pulled in here, absolutely none, and nothing will form in this area, and there will not be a tropical system, alright? This thing will continue to go out and just go on its merry way up the Pacific coast. So that's the 3 situations that will happen, or that could happen. Either way, it's most likely going to show some sort of activity right here in the Gulf. And it all depends upon what happens with this storm. Everyone's saying that this is going to go over here and then it's just going to go into the Gulf. I'm here to tell you that's a singular possibility. That's one possibility out of 3. Okay? So They may say, oh, this is going to happen in there. I'm telling you right now, other models have trended to where this thing sits right here, and this thing just goes out to sea. It hits Cuba and then goes out. So right now, there's only 3 situations. There's not one. There's not saying a general consensus saying that this thing just goes off, hits somewhere in the Gulf. All right? So if people are saying that stuff is going to be, the next giant tropical system heads into the Gulf and stuff like that, they're kind of clickbaiting it. Because, number one, potential impacts always gets more views. That's just how it is in the weather community. It depends upon where this low goes. If you want my honest opinion, I think that this low will sit right here and then come back out to sea. We'll have our low that forms here, and they'll head through Cuba. Now, where after Cuba, where it goes, whether it goes up the coast or whether it goes out to Bermuda, that is to be determined. But my honest opinion will be that this thing will just sit right here and that this low will form, kind of go out to Cuba. That's right now. That is always subject to change. But as of right now, that just doesn't seem likely. I want to show you guys what I mean. This is hypothetical situation number... This is kind of a mixture between... Yeah, no, it's number 1. So this is kind of number 1. So you can see how a low sits right here. And it's got its one band, and it's got another band. If you guys watch, something from here kind of forms, and it gets pushed off. And something just heads off into the Gulf. Something of the sort. Now whether or not something happens in there, that's to be determined. But what I'm saying here is that there's multiple situations, and this is the 12Z for the GFS. All right, this is just to show you all that the GFS is not saying the exact same thing every single time. Something forms right here, pushes off into Central America, but then it stays off the. It kind of stays off the coast. All right, completely, and it still brings in moisture to try and ample this thing. But what happens is that something ends up developing along the side there, as I have mentioned, due to all the moisture. And take a look. Boom. Now you've got your tropical system moves up Cuba. There possibly could be something that impacts Florida. Something like that. Alright? 6C, I believe this just tells you a giant, giant hurricane that goes through Cuba. But, this kind of proves, my theory a little bit. From where to Cuba doesn't, it could be carried either way. So it goes through Cuba, whether it impacts, it could even Irma again. It could. I mean, Irma wasn't particularly, that close. It kind of went through Florida. But if it, rides up the coast like it was supposed to, then definitely something that people need to kind of, take your precautions. Dimmadome, thank you for the subscription. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, so something to keep in mind in and around that area. This storm right here depends upon what this thing does. The intensity of this storm right here determines how intense this storm will be. And the path of this storm will likely be to Cuba, where after Cuba it could turn out into the Gulf. It could ride up the coast like most storms typically do. It honestly depends. But we'll have to see as it continues to move on through. It's not guaranteed that this storm will automatically head towards the Gulf. So, something to keep in mind here as that continues to move on through, that, people don't really know the full story on YouTube when it comes to the weather for this storm. They're just taking a look at what they see off of one singular model run. This is hypothetical situation number 1 right here. This is exactly what I was talking about. Something forms right here. It's not strong, but it goes into the low. If the low is a bit more over like Belize and more to the north of that, that will get eaten up by the low, and hypothetical situation number 1 is right there. Boom. Shows you right there, moves right into the Gulf. Alright? So it's really interesting as to what happens with this low. You guys have kind of seen that depending upon where this low goes in Central America determines as to what happens and where it goes and stuff like that. So something to keep in mind as that continues to move on through. Hair done and why? Because I actually graduated today from high school, so this thing actually, I like this getup that I have. Hold up. I'll show you guys what I did. Look at this. I got my sleeves rolled up, no belt, you know, pulled out the dress shirt, stuff like that. You know, stuff like that. I like it. This actually was pretty nice. I like what I did. I also don't have my glasses on. I probably won't have my glasses on tomorrow, you know? Because imagine if I get some sort of rain on my glasses. That's going to be terrible. Probably won't enjoy that. You know? Hypothetical situation number 2 right here, folks. Hypothetical situation number 2 right here. Literally just... I'm telling you guys. The models don't exactly know what all is happening. If this thing isn't as strong and it's further out in the coast, it still could suck in moisture. But then this thing just goes out and it just says, goodbye, I'm going into the Atlantic. So that's my entire point of me telling you all this, is that most people who are in the weather community on YouTube don't know or haven't seen what all has happened from these storms. And they're just catching on to all of this. And it's just kind of infuriating of how they don't look at all the hypothetical situations. It's just... bleh. It's gonna be stupid. We'll say that. Where's the severe weather today? There isn't any severe weather today. It's gonna be really interesting. Tomorrow, though. Today's just forecast. If you take a look at my, if you actually take a look at my, my stream title, it actually says, like, forecasts, stuff like that. Let's see, NAM 15 hours in, okay, let's take a look. 15, I do want to take a look at the surface-based cape, see if it's still there. Cape is still there. Oh yeah, 15,000 joules per kilogram. It'll probably get more. Probably be up to like 3,000 across the board. 2 to 3,000. I'm saying 3,000. 3,000 is not that bad. It's a ghost storm. It's 15 days out. You also have to remember that other models have said the same thing. Am I live streaming tomorrow? Yep, I'm going to be live streaming my chase. It's going to be pretty interesting. After the stream, I'm going to configure all my stuff. Put all the stuff in my car. Excuse me. Have my nice little anemometer and stuff like that. Be pretty cool. Well, it's my weather device. It's anemometer with barometric pressure, temperature, and altitude. Stuff like that. It's pretty cool. I like it. It's going to be fun. Then I'll have my computer. And yeah, how does Charlotte, North Carolina look tomorrow? Charlotte is okay. It's not as bad as where I'm chasing, but it's gonna be. It has the possibility of tornadoes. Definitely some wind, maybe hail, maybe, but nothing really too much. Oh, see your dog. See your dog. Hashtag broils high risk. I'm pretty. Yeah, thank you for the blessing. I lost my train of thought. Nice. I actually hope it's actually a 5%, just so I could be like, hey, I chased a 5% again, something like that. And it'll be pretty interesting. I'm definitely going to be monitoring this to my full potential. What time will I be live streaming tomorrow? Sometime around maybe 2 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Eastern Daylight Time. Something like that. Where am I chasing? South Central PA to Northern Maryland. I'm going to be waking up really early tomorrow, and then that's when I'm going to be discussing as to where I'm going to be chasing specifically. It's going to be really interesting, though. Smack in the middle of the 2%. Dude, same. Literally. Here I am. I'm actually right in the beginning. I live in this area. Just this black area. It's pretty fun. This is going to be interesting. If this holds up, then you could see something. Alright, 18Z came out. Oh my god. Sarah Roethlisberger, what's up? Wind shear is bleh. But hey, the cape still stands. So right now, definitely looks like 18Z, nothing forms. You gonna chase in Delaware? Negative. Don't believe so. How many hurricanes will there be? This year, I'm predicting 17 to 19. That's my prediction. Oh, wait, you said hurricanes. Not 17 to 19. 17 to 19 name storms. I predicted, what, 8 to 11? 8 to 12 hurricanes? Something like that. My goodness. Chaotic, isn't it? Bug. Screw off. There we go. Killed it. We live in Loudoun County. Oh, boy. Loudoun County might... If something forms in Loudoun County, it's probably going to be a big hail event. I'm going to be completely honest. Big boy hail. Great way to know when I'm live is to click the bell icon, subscribe button, never miss a stream again. Agreed. That would be amazing. Are you chasing in VA tomorrow? Negative. Probably not. I mean, I could. Loudoun County is such a pain to travel in, though. So many toll roads, based off of experience. And 2% for tornadoes tomorrow? Yeah, same. I'm probably gonna be in a 5%. I'm gonna be completely honest. The 2 o'clock advisory for the Storm Prediction Center probably will be 5% tornadoes. Chonky hail seems legit. We're just waiting for the NAM to load again. Basically us. But yeah, that's my theory of what's gonna happen in the Atlantic. Bunch of hypothetical situations. Oh my goodness. Not the West Virginia song seems legit. Is that the lowest chances? Yeah, basically. Will Loudon get a 5%? They might, but I kind of doubt it. 21Z. Oh boy. We gotta sell. We gotta sell that forms. Okay. Not over yet. If that's the case, then Harrisburg might not be the bad idea. I could probably chase near Lancaster. Lancaster's not a bad idea. I could probably go for that. So if that's the case, let me take a look at Google Maps. PA and extreme northern Maryland, there will be a tornado possibility. Virginia and DC, it's probably going to be wind and hail. I agree. Although if something forms in around there, could be really interesting. Okay. Harrisburg. I might go to York. Nah, York is a bit too... Nah. Honestly, York is not a bad idea. Nah, I want to sit around Dillsburg. Dillsburg is probably a good idea. That way I can use 15 and go all the way up. Camp Hill. And then if I really need to, I can go 581 across. I don't want to use 76, but 76 is not a bad idea either. I'd have plenty of money to do so. I mean, it'll be pretty interesting. Is that Nate? Yeah, I know. Is it me? That's the real question. What the heck is wrong with this guy? Yeah, I mean, across the board, there's just a bunch of stuff that possibly happens. This is going to be really interesting. If you're 10 years old, why are you on YouTube? Somebody said they were 10 years old? I'm confused. Did you see the supercell that dropped 2.75-inch hail in Platte County, Missouri on 5/24? Did I? Am I going now? No, I'm not going now. I'm planning out where I'm going to for tomorrow. It'll be pretty interesting. The NAM 3K is weird. It isn't weird, but it is weird. It tends to overhype situations. Tends to. Which is, it's really accurate, though. I gotta say, it is extremely accurate. Oh, boy. It's gonna be really interesting. We're gonna be completely honest. Okay. Okay, that's not a bad photograph, but it's just... Bleh. What is this? What time are you going to start at? 2 o'clock, maybe? 3 o'clock? I don't know. Will you stream it? Yes, I will indeed stream it. I'm going to stream it no matter what. I'm going to stream tomorrow's event. No problem whatsoever. Something forms out here. Why does nothing form elevated? Is it the gap in the dew points? Could be some sort of forcing, maybe. Could be an overnight event, honestly. Not that bad. Wouldn't be that bad. Something forms in and around here. I'm actually really interested. A lot of cape. Definitely could be doing something. I mean, it could. It honestly could. Do I dare check the significant tornado parameter? I think I should. What is this? Ooh. What DSLR camera do you have? I saw you had one in the stream yesterday. I don't even know. I'm gonna be completely honest. Is there a way for me to figure out what type I have? What's the problem with being a YouTuber under 18 watching Minecraft in mid-single numbers? I mean, there isn't really a lot of an issue. It's just the chaos. I mean, it's gonna be pretty interesting, to be completely honest. This photograph does look nice, though. I'm going to have to say. This photograph does look nice. What do you think about Invest 92L? I don't even know where 92L is. What is 92L? Oh, it's this thing. Will you stream AM or PM? PM. PM is the good time. Let's see, moderation crew. YT staff. Sorry I haven't been in here. I hope it's active tomorrow. I hope so too. I'm trying to like figure stuff out. I wonder if the NAM 3K, what does the NAM 3K say about tomorrow? Live reactions. Hold up. And then we'll take a look at the NAM nest for College of DuPage. Whoa! Something forms. Ow. It is a baby cell though. Could be worse. Could be worse. Could be better. There's a little mini... little mini crossover. This is 18Z, though. I have to say, this is 18Z. So it could be better, it could be worse. This thing's in the middle of the Atlantic. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't think a lot's gonna happen with that thing. Let's see. You're in Carolina. I think we're going to get hit head on, right? You guys are going to get something, per se. But it won't be, like, anything large, in my honest opinion. You guys will be fine. Won't be as bad as up in Pennsylvania. You guys will get something. Something could form in, across the board in North Carolina. So it honestly depends upon where in North Carolina. But, I mean, the crossovers are kind of meh. It's just there. What risk is Union, South Carolina in last week? I have no clue. You could probably look that up on Storm Prediction Center. I don't really see a lot. Okay, what does the AM3K have for me? My Prometheus. Something still forms out in front of this. Is this contaminated? It is, but it still has a tornado sounding. Something forms right here near Winchester. What? What is this? Hold up. Okay. Contamination across the board. Ooh. Lancaster. I'm going to be completely honest. I kind of like what I see in Lancaster. Lancaster, Lebanon, Reading, stuff like that. Honestly, 422 is not a bad idea. After Hershey, 422 is not a bad idea. After Hershey Park. Let's see. Where's Hershey Park after that? Let's see. Interstate 81's over here. You would go to Hershey, probably like that. Yeah. How do we get to 422? It'd be 322, go off to 422, be like over near Palmyra. Yeah, and then I can continue to drive over to Lebanon, maybe over to Strasbourg. I could also parallel up to 78 if I really wanted to, be around Reading. That's not a bad idea. Hershey might not be a bad idea to drive up to. Nam3K Kona says Bo is heading towards your area. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. What about Charleston, South Carolina? I mean... I don't think Charleston's going to get a lot. Yeah, I don't think they're going to get a lot. Charleston, South Carolina, I think is going to be fine. What happened to me? I graduated. That's what happened to me. Or, what I could do is I could roll the bones. I could roll the bones, theoretically. I could go to Hershey. Or I can go to Gettysburg. Maybe near Hanover. And I can roll the bones that way. If I go to Gettysburg, that wouldn't be a bad idea. What are my options here? Where are my glasses? I didn't wear my glasses. I have contacts on right now. I live 1 hour away from Hershey. Yeah, Hershey's really a fun place. I could go to Gettysburg. Or I can go to Cashtown, McKnightston. I could sit right around Cashtown Road. Cashtown Road isn't a bad idea, honestly. Go to Ardensville, Biglerville, Heidelsburg. Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad idea. Cashtown, McKnightstown is not a bad idea. Have you seen the 30% tropical outlook for potential Cristobal? Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. It's mashed in between two highs. I think if you were to get a Cristobal, it would be on the 6th. June the 6th. Probably be some sort of subtropical. low that forms out there. How'd your grill blow up? It just blew up. Nothing really much to say. It just blew up. Burned part of my face, burned my hand, my arm, stuff like that. That was fun times, I gotta say. Yeah, I just... Gettysburg's not a bad idea. When I wake up tomorrow, I'll see what all is happening. And then I'll possibly drive out to there. That'll be pretty interesting. No glasses, Nate scared me for a second. Seems legit. Oh my god, they posted the video. Oh my god. Give me a second. Chaos has ensued. Ow, my ears. Would sitting around York Springs work? It could, potentially, but I feel like it's a bit far... Oh my goodness gracious, would it stop? I feel like it would be too far east. I want to be right around when the thunderstorms form, and it's somewhere across here. Somewhere in and around this area right here is where thunderstorms form. It's been shown all across all the models, you know? Which is the reason why I'm like, where do I want to play? And I'm thinking right here is not a bad idea. Because if storms form right here, I can go down here and like ride it up, you know? Could potentially do that. If storms form right here, I could technically go over here and then I could ride it up, you know? If storms form right here, I can go here and then up and then ride it up. So now that I think about it, I think Cashtown McKnightstown's not a bad idea. I think that will probably be the area that I'm going to reside for a little bit. See you tomorrow. Good luck. Stay safe. Yep, that's the plan. Thank you. Now permanently be a chat resident. Sounds about right. You'd probably like what I'm doing tomorrow, Jackson. I'm going to be chasing. So that's going to be fun. Chambersburg or Hanover? You mean Chambersburg. Chambersburg's over here. Hanover is... Oh, Chambersburg. If I were to go to Hanover, Hanover is like what? Over here? Yeah. Hanover's right here. Chambersburg is over here. But I want to be like somewhere in the middle so that I could just go up and down. You know? But also not be too far east and have an immediate route to go east. To go west, I should say, if need be. It's going to be really interesting. The Canadian Chaser, what's up? I'm basically forecasting my chase event. I might as well change this to forecasting my storm chase. Boom. Where are your glasses? I graduated today, so I don't have my glasses. I wore contacts. I decided to look pretty nice. Will your hair hold up during an event tomorrow? Of course it will. I'll probably wear a hat. What's worse, slight or marginal? Slight. Slight's worse. Slight's much worse. It's 4 times. Well, no, 3 times worse. I don't know. It's going to be pretty interesting. Honestly, I don't know what to expect. Storms across the board. It'll form. And just push on through. See, this is 3Z, so this is 11. Let's take a look at what the Namnest says. Oh, this isn't what I wanted. Worst severe weather, North Carolina, South Carolina usually get derechos or QLCSs. Yep, that sounds about right. Numerical models, Namnest, Mid-Atlantic. Precip. Oh wait, simulated reflectivity. Lit. Yo, the morning goes on through. What the freak is that? The photograph is okay though. Honestly, I think it's a go tomorrow. I think we're a go. It says severe right here, but I guarantee you it'll probably be some sort of tornadic potential. There's even some storm that forms in Frederick. If I want to take that dice, I could theoretically. I don't know, it would have to depend. Whichever storm I feel like would have a better chance. Look, tornado right there. Boom. Across the board. I mean, that's kind of interesting. Photograph is really nice. Decent crossovers. It'd probably be a whole lot better if there was still some sort of crossovers. I mean... And then there's storms that form out behind it. Is that tornadic? If that's tornadic, then it's game over. I'm going to, like, Gettysburg and stuff like that. What time is that in the model? That's 21Z. My goodness. Across the... Yeah, tornado. Okay, yeah. It's contaminated. I will give it that, but nevertheless, that is interesting. Yeah, storms form across the board. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if this turns into an enhanced tomorrow. It'll probably be an enhanced. Probably be for wind. Be a 5% chance for tornadoes. Maybe a 10. I don't think it will be a 10, but maybe. Maybe. Something ramps up, it could. Interestingly contaminated, yeah. We get a strong tornado that you're chasing. Can you take a look at the damage just to see what damage caused? See if it was extreme? It would honestly have to depend. If it's shooting up damage, then I might have to abort the actual, the chase. Just to help out the people who could be impacted. I might have to. But I guess we'll have to see. It'll be pretty interesting, I will say. This right here, I am extremely excited for. The only issue is that it's moving like 35 to 40, maybe even 45 miles per hour. So this thing is going to be zooming across, and I'm going to need to have so many plans of action to go on through. It'll be pretty interesting. Honestly, I'm pretty excited for this. I want to see. And then even afterwards. What is the sounding for Frederick? Not super worried, because if there's an enhanced risk, you'll probably stay in the slight. Honestly, I think... excuse me. I think my hot zone will be the enhanced in around that area. Yeah, those crossovers are really nice. That Hodo, granted, it looks like a freaking stick. It looks pretty nice. Honestly, tomorrow's going to be pretty interesting. Did I have my graduation today? Yep, I did. I mean, it'll be pretty interesting. It'll honestly be pretty interesting. Is it hit or miss storm, so it might hit you all. I mean, it might. It might. Low and low, wherever you may go. Put on your overcoat, take me away. Seems legit. May 14th should have been an enhanced risk, at least for Kansas. I can't remember what happened on May 14th. I can't really remember what happened last week, besides the fact that I ended up predicting something. Predicted baby cell. That was fun. I don't know. This is going to be really interesting. Honestly, I'm going to continue to watch this all the way into tomorrow. I probably won't give you all a briefing stream tomorrow. I said I might stream tomorrow. What I might actually do is I might just give you all the rundown as I drive over. So, how's Canton, Ohio? Canton, Ohio is probably going to be alright, in my honest opinion. Whoa! According to analogs, there was a significant tornado risk for this sounding right here. That right there is a bit concerning because, you know, past analogs say that something has happened along the lines of this event. NAM still says that something forms right here. This is the reason I think Gettysburg is perfect. I think Gettysburg, that area right around Gettysburg, this Cashtown, McKnightstown area, this right here, I believe, is what we are going to want to station at. I'll continue to look at the models across the board, and then after the stream, I'll actually figure out how long it takes to travel over there and travel to specific areas. But it'll be really interesting. I think I'm gonna have an interesting chase ahead of me. How do you feel about Washington and Oregon on day 3? I don't know how they have a supercell composite like 15. You can look at the NAM nest. I'll take a look at that in a bit. 6 supercell sounding in northeast New Jersey tomorrow. Seems legit. Yeah, I know. I don't know. It's going to be pretty interesting. I really want to monitor that completely. Where's the northwest? Northwest. There it is. Oh, probably going to want to select a different model run. There we go. 18Z. Oh yeah, we need to take a look at this significant tornado. But actually, let's take a look at the supercell composite. Supercell composite is probably going to be better. Is York getting heavy rain? Tomorrow, yeah, they're probably going to be getting heavy rain. If you also want to send people over my way, oh, this is on Saturday. What is this? If you want to send people my way, I can definitely, like, stream all of it. Like, I'm streaming all of it anyways. It'll be pretty interesting. I'm actually really excited about what all we could be doing. Make sure that you are 100% on your target zone. You don't want to miss out. Oh, of course. Which is the reason why, you know, I could always, you know, change my spotter location. But, you know, it all depends upon how far I'm willing to travel when it comes to a storm. Like, actually, you know what? Let's set direction from here to, say, Chambersburg. How long is that? That's 30 minutes. Okay. What about Emmitsburg? Actually, let's say Frederick. How long does it take to get to Frederick? 47 minutes, almost an hour. Honestly, I could be okay with this. I could honestly be okay with that. An hour is not that bad. Honestly, not a bad idea here. This could honestly... What about Hagerstown? If I ever wanted to chase Hagerstown. Another 45 minutes. Wouldn't be that bad of an idea. Depends upon where in Hagerstown, though. I probably would want to go the United States 16... not United States. State Route 116 all the way down to Smithsburg. Change it to State Route 491. Go down that way. That's honestly not a bad idea. I mean... Yeah. Honestly, it's not a bad spot. If I just went from right here, yeah, 45 minutes across the board. Forecasting my amazing storm chase seems legit. One thing I do know is that mountains are right here across the board. One mountain, two mountain. Actually, one mountain, two mountain. Actually, this is not really as much of a mountain, but it still is kind of there. Across the board, this isn't that bad. What if I wanted to go to Mount Holly Springs? That's another 30 minutes. Give me a second, chat. It's a 30-minute drive to wherever I want. My house to 30. So it's my house from wherever I want to go. It's 30 minutes. 30 minutes across the board. I could theoretically go there, you know, and it wouldn't be that bad. Hell, I could go to Gettysburg. I could literally go to Gettysburg, get some food, get some gas and stuff like that, and then be ready. I can go wherever I want to. What would be the issue if I went to Gettysburg? If I went to Gettysburg, it'd still be 30 minutes to Chambersburg. It'll be 31 minutes to Mount Holly Springs. It'll still be around 45 minutes to Hagerstown. And then Frederick. It's 38 minutes. That's a lot less. Gettysburg's not a bad idea. I might actually just want to go to Gettysburg instead. Because it's not that much of a difference to go from Gettysburg to Chambersburg. I mean, 30 minutes is bleh, but I'll have to stare at the satellite the entire time. Cause some issue. Hope they aren't HP flash flood type storms. No, these things are going to be moving like 35, 40 miles per hour. They won't have the chance to do stuff like that. I mean, they kind of will, but they kind of won't. So it's going to be interesting. But most of the stuff in the most of the stuff in this area that I'm chasing, it has literally 2 mountains and the rest is farmland. It's really interesting. If speed will take you 25 minutes instead of 30, that's honestly the truth. But at the same time, you know, I guess we'll have to find out. Do not see a high risk. I do not see a high risk either. I see a possible enhanced. With a 5% risk across the board. It'll be pretty interesting. I'm really excited about this. I hope you guys know that. It'll be really interesting to watch. For all the people who will watch my stream, I know you guys typically like to hear me, you know, go through, talk about, you know, storms and specific stuff, you know, dissecting all sorts of stuff. But at the same time here, you guys also have to realize that, you know, the meteorological side of me also wants to, you know, experience this out in front. And usually when this happens, it doesn't happen for another while. So I'm probably going to, whether or not people will like what is happening and what I do when it comes to chasing, I'm gonna be quite honest. I've been doing whatever I want on my YouTube channel, and that's still going to. That's not gonna really change. So, I mean, you guys enjoy what I do, in general, anyway. So you guys can basically, watch what I do out in the field. It'll be pretty interesting. But I don't know. We'll have to see. Really, it's just one of those things where I really wanted to do. Obviously, because I can't cover across the board, I'm going to be in one specific spot. But then again, you have to think of it this way, all right? If I do catch something, obviously you guys are going to get the information firsthand as to what all is happening in that one specific spot. Now, I won't exactly be able to tell you as to where all it's going to be going, because I know the general vicinity, but I don't know it like to heart, so it could be just for most people who want just to look at my just to look at my actual live analysis, there won't be a lot of that. So everyone's saying no, it won't. It guaranteed will not be a high risk tomorrow. At maximum, moderate for wind. That's really it. But it's not like the chances for it being a moderate is like 15%, in my honest opinion. Yeah, 15%. Probably a 65 to 70% chance of it being an enhanced, and a 45% chance that it will stay as a slight. But if it stays as a slight, it probably will just go 5% chance for tornadoes. But I honestly think it will definitely do that. 3 things you'll need: GPS, radar, roadmap. That is exactly that's the plan. That's the plan. I'm literally, after the stream, I'm setting up everything I need. Got my anemometer in the back. Got my computer with the streaming equipment. Got my GPS. I also have, on my computer, I'm going to have that set up to where you guys can not only see where all I'm going when I'm driving, I'll have my camera set up, but I'll also have the radar on the side too, so it'll be pretty interesting across the board. So it'll be interesting, guys. I feel like you guys will really be interested as to what all is going to be happening. Thinking that there's another person taking over Nate's stream. I look pretty classy today. I'm not going to lie. I enjoy this outfit. I love this outfit. The dress shirt, untucked with the sleeveless, well, not sleeveless, but like rolled up sleeves with the jeans. I never wear jeans. But this outfit, I typically like to have, the unbuttoned top. If I were to typically have a tie, it would be kind of a loose tie that I would have right here. It wouldn't be tied all the way up here. It'd be a loose tie. It would be pretty interesting. It's just, I like it. But it'll be really interesting. Yeah, that's really gonna be what I'm planning on tomorrow. I think Gettysburg is the area that we're gonna be going. I think Gettysburg's gonna be really interesting. Across the board, Gettysburg's gonna be fun. The thunderstorms are going to be at 2 p.m. tomorrow. Around those areas. I told my friend to get to my house at around 1. What I'm going to do afterwards, I'm probably going to brief him for a short bit, give him exactly what all is going to be happening. We're going to move over to the place that I've mentioned, which will be probably Gettysburg, if not this area right here. Then we can go north, west, south, or even east. Anywhere is going to be interesting. I think it's going to be fun. I honestly think it's going to be fun. Like Leonardo DiCaprio playing as Gatsby in The Great Gatsby. Seems legit. I don't know. But it's going to be really fun. Guys, it's going to be hilarious. It's not going to be hilarious for the people who might be impacted, but it's going to be great for me. I'm gonna have a whale of a time doing this. So, what is the name? Form a squall line regardless because it probably will turn into that. Let's see. "45% wind. That's enhanced. That's enhanced. Because we're in La Nina, severe weather is not going to be traditionally in the usual suspects. Well, that's this here. This entire event has nothing to do with the La Nina. It has nothing to do with it. Mainly because if I show you guys what all has happened, we'll actually go Conus, and then we'll go Zerzy Thursday. I'll show you guys exactly what's happening. Actually, I'll show you guys Zerzy Wednesday. Zerzy Wednesday is gonna be fun. Not Zerzy Wednesday. Fine, we'll go Zerzy Tuesday. Appeal to a larger audience. Okay, so you can see Bertha does its thing. Obviously, this is a couple days ago. So Bertha goes straight up, right? This is all Bertha, right? Bertha kind of goes in, but it also brings its moisture with it all the way through. And for that, the moisture goes up, kind of creates this warm pocket of air, this warm sector that forms off of in and around this area. It kind of sits here for quite some time. Sits here tonight, goes in and in these areas. Then it'll continue. Daytime heating does its thing tomorrow, and then boom, storms possibly form in and around that. So it'd be pretty interesting. But PA is not flat. Depends upon where in PA. Depends upon where in PA. Your outlook is 5 for tour, 30 for wind, 30 sig for hail. I don't think it will be significant, but I do agree with the 30%. 30, 30, and 5. Maybe 10. Maybe. If the models continue as they were, a couple days ago. A day ago. It would be really interesting. High dew points and temps. That's what's forming the storms, basically. Warm sector with no cap whatsoever. Big explosions. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we had, some thunderstorms that actually went up to what? 45, 46,000 feet, maybe 47, stuff like that. That you get every week? No, we don't get this any... Allow me to tell you guys, alright? The last time we had something like this, where we had a high cape, decent shear event, was 4 years ago. Saw an EF1 myself. Haven't had this in a while. I mean, my goodness. Barrie, Ontario area looks interesting tomorrow morning. Like 5 soundings, all tornado tagged. Sounds about right. I mean, it'll be pretty interesting, honestly. Could be better, could be worse. What's the V4 say? I don't know what the V4 says. Wait a second. It runs. Oh boy, a cell forms at 19Z. 19Z. That's 3. Theoretically, I could make that. I could. And then something forms at 8. Does it go linear? Yeah, it kind of goes linear, but there's discrete cells out in front. So it's the stuff that's out around 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock is what I'm going to be watching. So that's going to be pretty interesting. Whenever that happens, we'll be sure to catch it, no matter what. Got you guys on that. I mean, it'll be fun. Honestly, I think it'll be fun. How fast? Let's see. Hour and a half to get to Reading. Oh God, the turnpike. Do I really have to take the turnpike? Yes, apparently I have to take the turnpike. Bleh. Oh God. What if I just went down here? And then I just went down here. And then I just went down here. I just did that. Come in.
Are you streaming?
For a little bit, yeah. That's gonna be it though. I'm gonna take everything out as soon as I'm done.
You wouldn't run down and get my phone out of my purse, would you?
I could.
If I tell you you don't have to do they're gonna pick up, they're a day behind on the trash. So you don't have to do it until tomorrow.
Interesting. Okay, thank you for the information.
You're welcome.
Love you too. Don't drive 100 miles an hour. I won't drive 100 miles an hour. I'll drive 80. I'm just kidding. I don't know. It'll honestly depend. I don't know what I'm going to be doing. I mean, I have an idea. But it's just going to be... it's going to be really interesting. What? 6,000 cape, 100 knot shear, 78 Gs, 60, be a 60% chance for tornadoes. It honestly depends. Because you can have 100 knot shear and it would all be linear. You know? And stuff wouldn't form. If it's all moving in the same direction, then no. Probably wouldn't be like a 60, it'd be like a 30 or a 15. But if you got some sort of like crossovers, it'd be pretty interesting. Tagged you with a forecast sounding on Twitter. Check that. Okay, I got you. I got you. I got you. That's nice. Let's see, 4 hours ago. Oh, it's this thing. Meanwhile, Miami. Yeah, it's having a whale of a time. Gotta say. I don't see the sounding per se. Probably isn't on yet. But it's really interesting. Like the tweet I was mentioned in. What happened here? Oh, yeah. So I see. I don't know. It's pretty interesting. Play video games, watch a movie. I watch anime, if that counts. I don't know. Tonight I probably won't. I might watch a episode of the anime. Okay, there we go. 6 seconds. Okay. Okay. Where is this? Northeast PA. Northeast PAs could be pretty interesting. I'm not gonna lie. What was this? Nam Nest? Yeah, I did see something about the Nam Nest. The autograph is pretty nice. Sure is okay. Movement's too fast. My goodness, I wouldn't be able to chase that even if I tried. I mean, it's gonna be pretty interesting. What anime have I been watching right now? I'm watching Toradora. I've got an entire list of animes that I'm watching. Hold up, let's bring that out. For people who want to know, you can stop the video right here. You know, this is the ones that I've been watching, and then the ones that are empty, and then there's the do not finish that I'm going to be finishing eventually. I don't know. One thing I realized is that some animes you just have to take your time while watching, and that one just so happens to be one of them. So, but anyways, that's about whether people in Minneapolis. Oh yeah, no, Minneapolis is crazy right now. Let's put it this way: if you want my thoughts on it, both sides are in the wrong. All right. The police sometimes can be idiots. All right. but the people aren't helping. So that's my honest opinion. Short, sweet, and straight to the point. Yeah, just across the board, it's pretty interesting. I don't know. I'm really excited to see what happens from here. But anyways, is there anything that you guys want me to do while we still have the time and stuff like that? Talk about, stuff as to what all could be happening across the board. Forecasts, questions about weather, what is stuff, I'll be able to answer it, stuff like that. Pretty interesting. Be pretty interesting. I gotta say, this is gonna be really fun. For me, at least. Oh my. Becca Lynn with the $10 super chat.
I got mom's phone. Right.
What, Father? Anybody know what he just said? I don't know. Well, anyways. Becca, you gotta stop throwing money at me, I swear. You're gonna go broke. But Becca, thank you for the $10 super chat. My goodness. Mental, you guys. Let's see. What do you think will happen with June severe weather-wise? It'll probably ramp up. The end of next week, you could probably see some sort of severe weather event. Probably Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, something like that. That's something that I'm watching. You could be seeing something towards the end of the week, kinda. It'd be pretty interesting, though. I'm definitely going to continue to monitor it, but there's something right around there. Got a severe storm heading towards you in South Carolina. Oh boy. What's happening in South Carolina? This stuff is happening way all the time. You think Ohio's going to get anything severe? Yeah, it probably will, but it will be on a smaller scale compared to PA, Maryland, New York, stuff like that. Possible severe outbreak in Ohio Valley on June 3rd. What? I don't think it'll be a severe outbreak. It'll be a severe weather event. It won't be like an outbreak, in my honest opinion. I do know what you mean. I do know what you mean. I will say that. Nothing really too much in there. I want to take a look at state colleges thing. This is going to be pretty interesting. Oh my god. Oh boy. Andrew Cote with the $5 super chat. What are you doing? My goodness. Andrew Cote, thank you for the $5 super chat. My goodness. Yeah, I'll definitely use it for food. I'm using all of my money right now for food for tomorrow. Food and gas, because the last thing you need when you're storm chasing is for you to fill up. Because you'll be like hit by the actual meter, stuff like that. Which is the reason why as soon as I get into Gettysburg, I'm probably going to fill it up with gas. So, it'll be pretty interesting. But a lot of things that I have to keep in mind, alright? Probably gonna get food in Gettysburg. I'm probably going to get gas in Gettysburg. And then from there, I guess we'll have to see, but definitely something that I'm going to continue to monitor. I will definitely enjoy that. Where are the sound effects? I don't know. Why is there no sound effects? Doesn't work again? Of course it doesn't. Of course it doesn't. Welcome to the chaos that is literally... It didn't work yesterday either. Streamlabs loves to just, you know, do its own thing. God. Looks like that storm's creeping towards my nephew's place. Woof. Well, tell him to monitor this, and if he wants to watch, you know, people storm chase, send him my way. I could definitely provide all the content you guys need when it comes to weather. You guys have just seen, like, radar data, honestly. All of this has been radar. You've seen some pictures on Twitter and stuff like that. But you'll see me in action tomorrow where I'm going to be at. And if you have radar scope and you have spotters turned on, you know, with the red dots, you'll see me out and about. Now, what I will ask you guys is that I have my phone number and my email address on there. So if you were to call me or you were to email me, please make sure it is important because I will not hesitate to block you. So, please, love of God, don't do it. Overreacting about the storm. Do I have the wrong thing and the opposite side of what we think is a normal storm? It's just a bunch of scattered storms down in South Carolina. Nothing's really happening. You want a sound effect and start screaming police when you get a super chat. Your parents and your neighbors will love that. Oh boy. My parents will probably want me to just... I don't know. They'll probably put me down. My neighbors, they probably won't be able to hear it. They're too busy doing their own... just doing their own stuff. But, anyways... whoever brought up the Minneapolis riots, we're watching it live now on Periscope. It's madness, dude. Everything in... Welcome to 2020. That's all I can say. I'm not joking, you all. Welcome to 2020. I mean, pretty interesting. Anything that, anybody who have all this stuff, keep hearing gunshots, will stay safe. I know you live around that area, Joshy, so you need to take your precautions. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, okay? I would say just stay in your lane and stuff like that. But it'll be pretty interesting. Main threat is in Pennsylvania. Yep, I would have to agree. Alright, does anyone else have any other questions before I take off? I do want to actually set up my stuff for tomorrow. So, if anyone has any other questions, feel free to ask. Otherwise, we'll get into our final thoughts. This stream wasn't supposed to be that large. It was just a forecast stream. As the title has, foretold. Just watch the Weather Channel every day because I love the weather so much. Watch the Joplin, more El Reno Pilger tornadoes happen. Oh yeah, I agree. The Weather Channel was so nice, but before it was bleh. How do I highlight the name? Be safe tomorrow. Thank you, Courtney. I appreciate that. Never been in this supported. Thank you guys so much. Colton, you're fine. This place, it's a nice little safe space for everyone here. You know, everyone can do whatever they please. I've only ever been able to do it on a laptop or a PC. Seems legit. No other questions? We'll get into all the nitty gritty, you know, like the results of the the chase on Saturday, as well as actually talking about the tropical weather and the severe weather that happens on Saturday. So that's going to be pretty interesting. There's some sort of severe weather threat in the northwest, which is actually kind of surprising. Be pretty interesting. Be pretty interesting across the board. Hopefully catch a nice tornado if there will be. Yeah, possibly. Alright. No other questions. Let's get into our final thoughts. Today, I look pretty nice, don't I? Leave in the comments down below. Rate how nice I look. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Now, today I had graduation, so I couldn't really, do a lot, and so there wasn't really a lot that was supposed to happen today anyways. So I was just doing its own thing. But I look really nice. I like this little outfit that I have. It's pretty nice. Tomorrow, I'm going to be chasing. I'm going to be live streaming that chase. The time is to be determined. However, I'm thinking about beginning to stream maybe around 2:30, 3 o'clock, something like that. I'm going to be leaving my house at around maybe 1:30, 2 o'clock to get over to Gettysburg. Set up around there, get some food, get gas, stuff like that. Move on through. My ideal spot where I'm going to sit is Gettysburg. But when it comes to, like chasing and stuff like that, obviously the weather does its own thing. So depending upon where I think stuff could happen, could be the worst. I guess we'll have to find out. Dixie Wenzel, thank you for the subscription. I really do appreciate it. Will you get any weather on Saturday? Well, we're getting to Saturday. We're just talking about Friday right now. Friday, it'll be pretty interesting, though. Just across the board, severe weather risks. New York could see something, especially northeastern Pennsylvania. Anywhere along here, it's going to be pretty interesting. I think this, as I've mentioned, will definitely be my hot zone, though. This right here, this area right here, I am really convinced as to something could be happening right within here. I'm going to enjoy this area. Alright, this is where I'm going to be chasing, where that hot zone is. But otherwise, you could see something up around here. I just don't think stuff could form up here. I honestly don't. And that's just not me just like bad-willing Brendan, because Brendan is going to be chasing this event too. But I actually think something could possibly form in and around this area. Definitely could be pretty interesting, though. Saturday, if we take a look at the Storm Prediction Center and take a look at what all is going to be happening there. Let's see, day 3, northeast gets something, and it's going to be pretty interesting. Across the board, you can see a marginal. Honestly, there could be something more that happens up here. Probably could be a slight, maybe 5% chance of tornadoes. I'll probably stream no matter what on Saturday. It'll be pretty interesting. Sunday, if I were just to quickly go over to Pivotal and show you all what could be happening on Sunday. If it can help. If it can go a bit faster, that'd be great. Okay. Sunday, same thing basically. You could get some sort of severe weather in the plains around Colorado, but other than that, nothing really too much on Sunday. Monday, also the same. There's actually a giant omega block that actually forms around here. You can get above average temperatures in the northern plains, up to 15 degrees above average. I even saw some spots that there was like 25 degrees above average. So you guys are going to get warmer than average temperatures up to the north. Cooler than average temperatures in the northeast, stuff like that. And then it'll be about average, across everywhere else. But be pretty interesting as to what all happens. As I've mentioned, I'm really excited for what's possibly going to happen tomorrow. And, I guess we'll have to see. That's the entire point of storm chasing, risk it for the biscuit. It's a hit or miss. So, anyways, guys, that's going to be it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this little mini stream of me just like trying to forecast what all could be happening, as well as trying to figure out where all I could go tomorrow. If you did like the content, and if you are excited for tomorrow, please make sure to leave a like on this stream. I would really appreciate it. You can also share it with people just so that people could, like, you know, understand what my thought process is going into this entire event, as well as, you know, subscribe if you're new, and hit the bell if you want notifications as to whenever I'm live streaming. I would say hit the bell for tomorrow specifically because you guys aren't going to want to miss anything that I do. Well, you're really just not going to want to miss anything tomorrow. It's going to be pretty interesting across the board. I'm going to have storms all over the place. So it'll be pretty interesting. But you know, it'll be pretty cool. And then share also, as I mentioned, you know, share it if people want to know what, you know, what happens tomorrow. But even then, whenever my stream comes out tomorrow, please share it with other people across the board. You know, just say, hey, this dude's storm chasing, you know, in Pennsylvania. It's a bit unheard of. You know, you don't typically storm chase in the mid-Atlantic, if you get my drift. So it's going to be pretty interesting. You know, it'll be pretty fun. It'll be pretty fun. So, anyway, guys, that's going to be it for me. Oh, God, I almost forgot. I didn't say it the last stream. If you guys also want to talk to me, Discord channel down below. Storm Central. Please join. We have more, well, we have over 270 people in Storm Central. We want to get back up to 411 because that's when the Prometheus Mark, it's the Weather Channel Live, freaking Weather Channel Live. That's when he deleted the server, and it was just quite disgusting in my honest opinion. So, but other than that, guys, that's gonna be it for me. My name is Nate. I also go by Hockey Boy Nate. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.